YouTube channel. Again, this is Isa for Dating Tips for Success. So for today, we will talk about how you should treat your husband to keep him. So you always ask for your opinions and thoughts on every family decision and personal decision you are creating. So husbands want to be the man in the family, and they want it to be the one who's doing the rules or regulations that the family needs to follow. So number one is look for his recommendation. It is necessary that you ask for the recommendation and the opinion of the father or the husband. Two is recall his solicitations. So recalling a remark and passing by your better half at that point, finishing it later will make him feel unbelievably unique. So you have to recollect a period where you coolly reference a thing you needed and your significant other astonished with it. So three is gloat on him. So the it's not necessarily the case that you should repulsively gloat about him to the point of irritating others and humiliating your better half. But yeah, you can make certain to consistently laud your better half to your youngsters. Four is comprehend his activities. So as much as possible, value what he is doing for the family and for the family's betterment. Five is be receptive. So you always have to listen to your partner's choices, and you also have to take into consideration whatever they want, whatever their opinions and decisions. So six is express reverence verbally. So um he is looking for attestation and verbal thankfulness from you. So it is very helpful to say thank you and you appreciate them all of the time so that they will be more motivated and determined to do their best for the family. Seven is express profound respect non-verbally. So with the respect, you always have to show it. Since we all know that respect needs to be shown and not be told. So um, you have to respect him in ways that you you are listening to him, you are accepting his thoughts and so on. Eight is bolster his objectives. So you always have to support your partner's decision and your partner's goals and your partner's plans for the family in the future. Nine is look for his pardoning. So as much as possible, look for remorse, recognize how you wronged him, and take an absolute responsibility and obligation of it. So you always have to apologize to him whenever you did something wrong. 10 is closing contemplation. So you always have to how can I say, you always have to address the issue of your husband. So how to keep your husband happy? One is give him regard. So you always have to appreciate him, be thankful to him. Two is show enthusiasm for his pastime. So you also have to show enthusiasm and support about his activities, his interest, and his pastime. Three is have reliable sex. So whenever he needs you to have sex with him, you are always open to that since you are the wife and you have to be submissive to your husband. How can I take care of my husband? One is accomplish something sudden. So for example, your partner didn't know that you're doing an extra work aside from taking care of the family, so just do it. Two is act naturally. So as much as possible, don't pretend to be someone else that you are not, and you have to always act naturally in front of your husband and just be yourself. Three is let things go. So if there are things that you guys have a misunderstanding and you guys didn't agree on, and he needs to have the final say, so you just let things go. Okay, so how do I make my husband feel loved? Number one is food is always the way to a man's heart. So cook him food, prepare dinner, prepare breakfast, and so on. Two is always make yourself a priority. Make sure that you always look good for your partner and for your family. This is not only for them, but this is also for your personal health and issues. Three is set aside cash. So, um, be the brilliant budget person, management person of the house. So if he gives you the budget for the week, so it's um, necessary to save at least 10% of that. So in times of emergency and in need, you have something that you can get. Four is try not to speak terribly about him. So be faithful to your man, and um, don't be the one who's saying bad things about your husband. Five is kiss him frequently. So you always have to kiss him always whenever he comes home or he goes to work and so on. How do I compliment my husband? Number one is praise him on the physical. Tell him that he's so handsome. He looks so fine. He's yeah. Two is praise him on the psychological and enthusiastical. So praise how he worked, how he's doing great with the family and providing everything the family needs. Three is praise him on his dad or spouse job. So praise him in taking care of your children even though he is busy with work and so on. So yeah. Okay. That's it for today. Again, this is Isa and we hope to see you in our next video. Goodbye.